Good morning, children. In this session, we are going to start the next chapter. Already, the first chapter, heat, was completed. By all means, exercise question and extra questions. Some assignments were also given. Here we are going to start the next chapter, motion and time. This word you heard in the last class also. In class 6th, also you studied about the motion and the measurement. So that means you know some fundamentals of this motion. And the units we used to measure the motion also know. So anyhow, we will discuss some more about the motion in this chapter. Because the motion chapter you had in the class 6th, in class 7 also. When you go to class 9, you will study elaborately. And the same thing in class 11 also. In every class, this chapter continues. But in every class, something extra, something advanced you move upper. So we start this chapter, motion. In our daily life, we observe everything around us. But all the objects, either they are at rest or in motion. When do we say an object is at rest? Or when do we say an object is in motion? These two terms, motion and rest, are related. Motion and rest, these two terms are related to each other. Why do we say the motion and rest are related to each other? For that, we must know, first of all, what is motion. Motion means when anything, suppose any object, it is placed here. If this object changes its position continuously, from one place to another place. Here we change the position of object. We change the position of object continuously from A to F. Then we say the object is in motion. So motion means when anything changes its position continuously from one place to another place, it is said to be in motion. We can add one more thing also. When an object is changing its position from one place to another place with respect to surrounding, here we take this object and it changes its position with respect to surrounding. Surrounding this object, there are so many things. And with respect to that object, it is changing its position, then it is said to be in motion. Now come to the rest term. Rest means when the position of an object does not change with respect to surrounding, then it is said to be at rest. The object is said to be at rest. If we take the example that Suppose we take a person. This is a road, and a person is standing besides the road. On the road, there is a car. A car. Now we see here a person is standing. Let us take the person is A. Another person is also standing along with him, nearer to him. Person is B. Now we see that person A is standing nearer to the road, and he observed that on the road the car is changing its position. So A observes the car is in motion. As the car moves in the forward direction, it comes here. Now between A and B, between A and a car, the gap is changing. So here we can say the person A observes the car is moving. Suppose we take up any person is inside the car. Then the person inside the car observes A. How he will feel about A? For the person inside the car, A is also moving. So that means A observes car moves in this direction, and the person inside the car observes A is moving in this backward direction. Okay. With respect to car, A is moving. But a person B is standing along with A. Here, for B, with respect to B, there is no change in the position of A. The gap is same. So for B, A is not changing its position. For the car, the A is changing its position. So the same person from one reference, A is in motion, from another reference is at rest, because with respect to B is not changing position. So A is at rest. With respect to car, A is in motion. So same object from one reference in motion, from another reference at rest. That's why we say rest and motion are related to each other. Always, everywhere. Because I am standing, I am at rest with respect to a person nearer to me. But if someone is moving on the road by bike or scooty, then he will say, I am in motion. That's why we say the rest and motion are related to each other. Now coming to the types of motion. Because there are different types of motion. If anything is moving along the straight line, if anything is moving along the circular path, there are so many examples. For the straight line motion, a car traveling on the highway, if an insect is moving along the edge of this board, they are the example for the motion along the straight line. If anything is moving along the straight line, we call it is the rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion. Or simply we can say it is also known as linear motion. If it is moving along the circular path, known as circular motion. Then if we move on to the next type of motion, that is periodic motion. It is periodic motion. Periodic motion means if the motion of an object is repeating after regular interval, then it is said to be in periodic motion. Periodically the motion is repeating. For example, Earth, suppose this is Sun, Earth is revolving around the Sun along this path. If we assume the position of Earth at this instant is here and it moves along this path, that path is known as orbit. If the Earth completes one revolution, it comes back to the same point. For that, the time taken is 365 1/4 days. Or we say it is 1 year. Now, after every 1 year, we can see the Earth at this point because it takes 1 year to complete one revolution. So that means after every year we will see the Earth at this point. So we can say the Earth is in the periodic motion. Similarly, the moon is revolving around the Earth. That is also periodic motion. Like this, there are so many examples. And that many examples we'll discuss further in the next session.